What's up, guys? It's Eventon here, and as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I have actually ended up joining a Wormhole Corp. And yeah, I think this is the next big step. I think for myself, it's kind of like starting a new season of Netflix, or it's like a new story arc in an anime or something like that. So I'm really excited to kind of start the next chapter of my Eve career, and then of course also the YouTube channel as well. I'll be honest, like the last couple months, I was just really struggling to figure out like what kind of content I wanted to do. I was doing a lot of station spinning. I ended up just doing a lot of like hypernet relay stuff and not really undocking as much as I would have. And I think I've kind of gotten to the point after playing for a little over a year that, all right, maybe I should join a corporation, talk to other people, hang out with them, kind of get into a more community-based gameplay and play off of other people's interests as well as just activities that are going on. And I thought Wormholes would be perfect. So I got introduced to this corporation, and I'll just show you right here. The corporation is actually called Dark Venture Corporation. They've been around for a while. It's full of, new bros as well as vets that have been playing for like 15 plus years. It's a great corporation. I'll probably talk more about them towards the end of the video, but yeah, after playing E for a year and just making pretty much exclusively like solo high-sec content for the most part and focusing on like mining and industry and all that, at least just like the mining ships and fits and mission running, I wanted to do, wormholes. I was like, what's the type of content that I can expose to everything? Because I do want to experience low sec as well as null and everything else. And I was like, dude, wormholes would be perfect because I know you can kind of roll your wormholes and have different statics and you can go to different places. I'm still understanding the mechanics of wormholes, but every single day I've logged in so far, I have footage of me of just like the first 24 hours. And I'll tell you what, it was like action packed. Like as I was moving my stuff in, like people were trying to do null sec, like small gang roams. At some point I actually joined like a fleet doctrine fight. We're kind of defending our wormhole from like another corporation. I was doing moon mining, I was doing gas huffing, I was doing salvaging. I haven't done any PvE content yet of like running some of the wormhole sites, which I'll probably show you guys here in like the next few weeks. But I've been super enjoying it, and every single day is something different. And I think that's kind of the interesting part that I like about wormholes, is that the wormholes provide the content for you. Like every day there's something new and different that's happening, whether it's PvP, PvE. There's some people that love run sites and marauders, and other people like to salvage, and some people like to mine and all that kind of stuff. And so far I've been just saying yes to everything and just kind of experiencing as much as I can. And so far I've been having a ton of fun, and including all the stuff that I've been avoiding for the longest time. As you can see, I'm skilling up some stuff, but now I'm finally starting to skill up some of my PI stuff. As you can tell here, I haven't skilled up any of it at all. So I'm going to try and get into some PI. With the industry update happening, I heard there's pretty much no place better than wormholes when it comes to reactions, because you need a lot of wormhole gas as well as some moon minerals as well as some other stuff. I don't even understand how that stuff works, but as I learn it, I'll be sure to like make videos about it so you guys can understand how reactions work as well as PI. Trying to see like what else I was also leveling up. I think that's pretty much it. Right now I'm just focusing on, after I get this done, focusing on PI and reactions. A lot of the guys have told me you can make a ton of ISK doing that, and you can pretty much plex your account almost exclusively doing PI. But if you're able to put reactions on top of it, now you can make even more ISK. And especially now since the industry update, pretty much every single battleship and higher needs some sort of reaction, and you can make a lot of ISK doing that. So I'm already reformatting my skills. I'm already reformatting like my gameplay and all that stuff. And yeah, so I'll have to show you guys some of the footage here and a little bit of all the stuff that's happened literally within the first 24 hours of me joining the corporation. All right, and this actually happened within the first like 15 minutes of me moving into the wormhole. I was still moving stuff in, but people are like, hey, there's a bunch of Nestors, a few wormholes over. Do you want to join? I was like, hell yeah, I want to join. And I didn't really have that many ships in at the time, and they were like, oh, can you fly anything T2 and small, because you have to use small ships because of the size of the wormholes. And I was like, I can only fly like a hawk. And so one of the guys gave me a hawk real quick. I contracted it back. I was a little bit late to the party, as you can see, but we lost a few ships, but they ended up losing 3 Nestors, which is a huge deal. And especially since after the industry update, a lot of these things are easily going for north of like 1.1, 1.2 billion. So we ended up getting ahead there. And that's one of the things I liked about the wormhole content, is based on the size of the wormhole, sometimes you're actually forced to use smaller ships and different size ships. So none of it is like the exact same. You're not kind of pigeonholed in to a doctrine. So here it is, me in the same hawk. This is me responding to one of our one of our miners was actually getting ganked. And so that's kind of one of the things I talked about here before is like a lot of the content tends to just come to you. There's lots of people in the corporation that love to scout ahead looking for PvP. A lot of the times there's a lot of PvE content to do as well. So if you enjoy ratting marauders, I actually sped up the speed here a little bit. And as you can see, I was a little bit late to the party as well. But one of our miners was getting ganked, and there was probably about half a dozen of us that immediately responded and tried to squish this guy as quickly as we could. So we tend to defend our miners. That's at least what it seems to be, very aggressively. This is me just gas huffing in the background. I didn't want to play any of the audio stuff just yet. I will play some a little bit later. But for the most part, yeah, there's always people down to fight. There's always people scouting ahead, putting bookmarks everywhere, telling you where stuff is. They do have some software that they use outside of the game to kind of help navigate around the wormholes and stuff, which I might get into a little bit more in depth a bit later. But it was just super cool how there's always a role for someone to play. There's always something to salvage or gas huff, and whether you're a low skill or a high skill player, there's always something for you to do pretty much at all times, and to kind of play off other people's playstyle as well, because those people that use huge ships that are ratting, they always need people to salvage. And this is me doing a bit of moon mining. At this point, there's a couple people even fighting too. There's someone, you know, asking for people, hey, let's fleet up and go do something. And I just kind of told him like, yeah, I just want to mine for a bit. And yeah, that's totally okay too. Like they're not going to force you to do kind of any kind of gameplay style that you're not comfortable with, or that you're not ready for, or maybe that you're not skilled for. But yeah, if you do want to just mine, do some industry, there's some very knowledgeable people that are doing industry as well, including PI and reactions. Like this is all stuff I have no clue about, and I will be learning over the next few weeks. And like I said prior, I will be doing some videos likely on that kind of content here in the near future as I learn about it. So that way we kind of learn together, because I know there's a lot of people in the comments that have asked about, hey, how does PI work, or industry, or reactions? And I'm like, I have no clue. But thankfully, now that I've joined a Wormhole Corp and people that are actually knowledgeable about the game, that can kind of teach me. We actually ended up getting a wormhole that went to nullsec, and we wanted to go screw with some people in this region. And we actually came across a DEADmac that was really testing, you know, our skills, because he was flying around us, and you know, he had a pretty quick line time, but we ended up locking him down. And one of our FCs was really smart. We found a system that we saw he was going through. He was kind of following a pattern, and so we ended up locking him down and scrumming him down. And we're obviously taking him out. And we're using like small little T1 ships. So occasionally we're like, hey, there's a nullsec region. Let's just take a bunch of small T1, T2 ships and go kill something real quick. And we'll go ahead and jump into the comms so you can hear what it sounds like.
Yeah,
he's gonna go down.
Oh, fuck yeah, guys. Get this pod if you can.
Oh, he's ripping.
He won't rip hard enough.
He won't rip hard enough. Too much damage.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Pod him. Get the pod,
Pod.
Yeah, fucking right. Oh, shit, I didn't even think we'd get him. My bad, guys. I blew him up.
Nice.
400 mil loot. What the fuck?
Loot it. All right, guys, we are heading back to
Wormhole.
Wormhole.
He has a half a bill pod.
Everyone.
Yep.
Oh my god, he had half a bill fucking pod.
No,
Let's get the fuck out of here, because that's rage
Let's
inducing if we just disappear.
Let's go.
I'm gonna yeet out.
Don't yeet.
Someone link home hole.
Yep, here it is.
How the fuck everything dropped except the newt and the web? That's it. Everything else dropped.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Is juicy.
That is so awesome.
Oh, he's gonna be pissed.
Alright.
When it comes up on Z-Kill, everybody put memed because it already enraged him even more. He seemed the type. Did you see what a smack he was giving in local?
Oh yeah, dude. He was so fucking mad.
All right, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that last one. And this is me again in a very, like, within the first 24 hours in a very formalized, like, fleet doctrine. I've never done this before in my life. I've done some of the Benny Hill fleets with Miss Marisha. If you guys haven't checked her out on Twitch, I highly suggest you do. I'll probably put a link to her Twitch down in the description below. But yeah, I've never done this like very formalized fleet doctrine thing. I didn't even have like the proper fleet doctrine like fit. I did have the ship, but we kind of wanted to go more of a brawly doctrine here, because we actually connected a wormhole to another Wormhole Corporation. We had some scouts go ahead and kill a few of them. We baited a lot of them on our side of the wormhole, and so now we're slowly taking them out, as you can see here. And I tried the best I could to like follow the broadcast. I didn't even realize like the broadcasting was a thing till much later. At least I didn't notice. I was just kind of getting caught up with like what to do and when to do it. So if I'm bad here, I apologize, but I'm still learning. It's all stuff I'm understanding. So I'm not going to talk too much about the fight for the most part, but I will say I really enjoy Wormhole so far. It's only been like 24, 48 hours since I joined the corporation, or I've been kind of like living out of a wormhole. So I've been enjoying that a lot. And I've done more unique content in the first 24 hours of being in a wormhole than I have in the last like 4 or 5 months doing, you know, high sec videos and stuff like that, which I'm still going to continue to do. But it's probably going to be more leaning towards wormhole content, as you can see here. But I don't know. I really like the corporation. I love the content so far. I've tried a bunch of different things within like the first day or two so far. Whether you're a new bro and you're just trying to like learn the ropes of the game, there's tons of players that are going to willing to help you out. Or if you're a long-term vet, I mean, there's a ton of people in the corporation that have been around since like 2003 up to like 2009 that still talk and like reminisce about the old days. And this is, we know we used to do these doctrines and rooks and kings and this and that. I don't even know what half of that stuff even means, but I'm still learning it as we're unpacking. And there's still some like old school mechanics and ways of thinking that they still enjoy. So even some of you old term vets, I think you guys are going to find a place at home in this corporation as well. So that's pretty much it. And I am actually doing another giveaway. I'm actually going to let you guys choose the skin that you want to give away. I'll put that down in the description or down in the comments below, like which skins you can actually pick from. So if you guys do win, I'll give you the option of which scope syndication skin you can kind of pick in the meantime. So I just need your in-game name and what kind of wormhole content you guys want me to cover. I think this is going to be really unique. And if there's something about wormhole content you guys are curious about, I would love to see that stuff down in the description below. So now that we're jumped through and we're relatively safe, hope you guys take care and you fly safe.